Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jay. I'm feeling great today. I just got to work. I got to do a couple little things outside of my building, but for the most part, this building's out of service, so I'll just be helping the other guy when he needs help in his building. Nothing eventful happened. I just been taking some time to chill and get my health in order. I'm still, doing everything else I've been doing. Got a juice today for me and the wife, and do some workout today. But other than that, that's all I got for the day. But I do have a little a funny story. You know, my I told y'all the story about when I went to Carver High School, but I'm gonna tell you about my first year at Northwestern once I got put out of Carver. So my I end up in Northwestern my 10th grade year, and it's cool because that's where I'm from. I'm from that Northwestern is up in my zone. So I used to live in the 21215 zone, zip code, and that's where Northwestern actually is at. So that's my zone school. Once I got put out of Carver, that's where I had to go. There's no other options. So I get in Northwestern. First day on the bus because we take the we was taking the MTA, which is our public bus system in Baltimore. Um, all my friends on there and shit like that. So we all get together, and so we start riding together every day. So while I'm going there, my cousin is messing with this girl that ends up going to that school as well. Because she wasn't going to that school at first because that wasn't her zone school. Her zone school was Forest Park. So she ended up going to the school and everything. And I meet her like 2 or 3 times because I go over there, go over her house with my cousin. We go over there, and one day her phone rings and she asked me to pick it up. Now, mind you, I don't know her like that, but she knows my cousin, her boyfriend, so she was like, cool. So I look on the call ID. This is how it's like 90, like 96, 97. I look on the call ID, and the phone number on the phone is my my girlfriend at the time's house. So mind you, I was 16. So I look at it, I'm like, okay, I answer the phone. I'm like, hello? And there's a dude on the line. So I'm like, who you calling for? And he said, I want to speak to Crystal. I'm like, okay. So I give her the phone. And I told my cousin, like, there's a guy on that phone. I said, hey, he calling from my girlfriend's house. So, she get off the phone and everything. Now, I didn't know, this was the last time I met the girl, where I seen a girl like that my cousin was breaking up with her that day. So my cousin, he over there chill and everything. So she finished her phone call and everything. So my cousin, he basically over there trying to get his stuff. He ain't telling me nothing. That's why he wanted me with him, but he ain't tell me this in the beginning. So go over there. Everything comes to a head. They break up. Bam. So me and him talking a little later, and he's like, "Damn, I gotta get my necklace from her and all that." So back in the day, a herringbone. So she ain't give it back to him yet. She's supposed to give it to him, but she ain't give it to him. Now, mind you, the guy on the phone was my girlfriend at the time's mother's boyfriend. Now, the story he told Shorty was that he was living there with his aunt and all that. And it was a crazy story, everything. So I told I end up months go by, she still ain't give him the necklace. So I get a new kid in my class, and I see him and her talking because she been up out of school from probably like a month. He like his first day or two. So I see him and he talking. I'm like I'm straight to the point. I say, Crystal? He's like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, well, all right, cool. I don't say nothing else. I don't say it's my cousin X or nothing. I just say cool. So maybe probably like a month or two later, he come to school with the herringbone on. I'm like, yo, where you get that necklace from? He said, oh, my girl gave it to me. I said, Crystal gave you that? He's like, yeah. Me paying me, I'm like, yo, I need you to give me that. And like, what you mean by that? I said, that's my cousin shit. I said, my cousin used to mess with Crystal. I said, and he been trying to get that necklace back for a few months. And he like, I guess he thought because he was bigger than me that he was going to try to stand up for himself. I'm like, yo, will you give me the necklace or I'm going to knock your ass out. So he he asked to leave the class. So he thought that was gonna get him up out of there. So he walk out in the hall. I walk out in the hall. I don't need no pass to go outside. I'll take that detention. So I told the teacher I can go into the bathroom too. And I walk out in the hall with him. I'm like, yo, I need that necklace. I said, I don't care what you want or how you feel, I need that necklace. So he's still talking shit. And just so happened, while I'm pressing up on him, one of my homeboys walked by. My homeboy like, what's going on? I said, don't worry about it. My homeboy, he ain't gonna leave now because he see that I'm pressing up on somebody. So he's standing there. I'm like, yo, just give me the necklace. I said, you give me the necklace, no harm, no foul, and we can go our separate way. I said, but if you don't give me the necklace, I'm about to fuck you up. So he was like, no, I ain't giving it to you. So I popped his ass. He stumbled. I pick him up. I slam him. Bam. Take the necklace right up off him. That was the end of that for that day. Later on that day, the girl Crystal approached me. Did you take that necklace from my boyfriend? I said, I was only reclaiming my cousin's property. He asked you for it. You said you ain't have it. You told him you lost it. But now this nigga come to school with this shit on. I said, so come on now. I said, that's a loss for both of y'all. So she do whatever. I running her mouth. I'm like, whatever. So dude don't come to school for 2 days. So I'm like, man, whatever. So when he finally do come to school, he start talking tough Tony. So I'm like, this nigga must don't know. I'll slam him again. So we in class and he talking shit. The teacher leave out real quick. I slam his ass again. Boom! Slam him, fuck up all the desks. The teacher come back in like, what's going on? I said, oh, he fell. And he ain't say nothing. He ain't say I did anything or anything. So dude asked to leave and he get up with his homeboy. Him and his homeboy talking shit through the door at me. When you come out of class, we're gonna fuck you out. I'm like, all right, bet. So I get out of class. But when we get out of class, me and a few of my homeboys, we always meet up and go to the next hall because all our classes are on that one hall. And like 3 of us are in the same class when it comes to the next class. I ain't have any of them in that same class with me because that was my math class. So the next class was English 2, I believe it was. So most of us went, and like I said, 3 of us was in English 2. And the other 3 or 4 were in some other class on that hall. So both of them, they pressed right up on me. Yeah, nigga, you better give me that necklace before it's... I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, I took that necklace 2 days ago. I said, that shit is sitting on my cousin's neck right now. I said, but if y'all want to do something, do something. So I swing, I hit the fat boy again. I hit him, he buckles. And before I can even go to swing at his homeboy, my other homeboy, I let him out, put him down, boom, throw him on the ground, we stomping him out, and fat boy run. Again, he runs on his homeboy. So we like, this shit ain't over with. Because they break it up, they don't send nobody to the office or nothing, they just break it up and make us go our separate ways. So we go to class, we finish out the day. But before we finish out the day, we noticed that none of them were in class. Like the boy that was in my class, he wasn't there, and the other dude, the dark-skinned dude, he wasn't in his classes. Because at certain points of time, I roamed the halls, and I was selling weed, so I was always somewhere in the halls when I finished my work, because I did do my work when I was in school. So near the end of school, we had a assembly. So during the assembly, I see dude, and me and all my homies, about 7 of us, we see him. I'm like, yo, there go dude right there. He runs in the bathroom. This dude kicks the air conditioner out the bathroom window, hop out the window and run. He gone. So he gone. When we leave out of school, the other dude, fat boy, he ain't been going to class, but he was in the building. So he leave, and he's about to go walk up to the subway, him and a couple of his dudes. So we pull up on all of them. It's about 3 or 4 of them. We pull up on them and like, yo, what's up now? And the other dudes, they don't even know what's going on. So he talking shit. He like, man, yeah, my homeboy, he ain't even for it. Knock him loose. He dropped. Second dude pop up, he dropped. And then we just start stomping the other dude out. So you got all of them on the ground. It's about 6 or 7 of us. So it's basically 2-1. So they should have ate that loss and just said, fuck it, we'll come back another time with more people. So we stomping them out. As I'm trying to stomp one of the dudes out, my homeboy on top, I'm trying to pound him out, and I kick my homeboy in the head like, boom! Kick him in his head. He's like, damn, nigga, shit. So We let them up and they run. So after we beat them up, we go to the subway. We get on the subway. Now, mind you, it's still the same people. We all get on the subway about to ride down to the mall. And as a matter of fact, we got a Rachelstown Plaza subway. So we already walked past one mall, but we're trying to get to Mondawmin, which wasn't as bad as it is now. And since we get on there, about 7 dudes come up there with the dude from my class. And no, I'm sorry, not with the dude in my class. The dark-skinned dude who jumped out the window. What he did was when he jumped out that window, he got home and told his homeboys. So the homeboys didn't get up with the dude that was in my class and those other 3 guys, because I guess they must have missed each other, whatever. So when they came up there, the dark-skinned dude with them, and the dude was like, "These are niggas that jumped out and all that shit." Like, they had us dead to right. And you can see one of the dudes, he got the gun in his sweatpants. That shit dropped. Boom. I'm like, damn, we done. This nigga gonna say, "No, that ain't them. That ain't the ones. I thought that was them, but that's not them." So we like, shit. Nigga just saved our life, because they could have blasted out on us. So we get on our train. They leave back out and they go wherever they go. The next day at school, the principal heard about the incident. So he waited for all of us to get into the cafeteria, because in the morning we would meet up in the cafeteria during a breakfast time. We wasn't eating breakfast. We would just go down there and chill until class. They put security on both sides of the door. Once all of us got in there, they put security on the right and the left, because there's only 2 exits. And then they came in there and took us all in the office. They told us if we get into anything else that they was putting us all out. Because most of them had already been in the school before me, so this is my first year there. So we like, all right, cool, whatever. So we all get out of school and we all ride the same bus home. Because sometimes we do ride the train if we're going to the mall, but we were going down Park Heights, so it was basically like a nice little ride. So we all get on the bus. As we get on the bus and we sit down and everything, about 10, 15 niggas run at the bus. Now, mind you, these niggas let us walk past them and everything. They charge the bus. After we get on the bus and the door is closed, start banging and rocking the bus. Oh my, get off the bus. Now, mind you, like I said, we walk past most of these dudes. That's what I ain't get. We walk past most of these dudes, and they ain't do nothing. They waited for us to get on the bus to start trying to shake the bus. Talking about, get off the bus. We're going to. So bus driver won't open the door. He's not letting nobody on and he's not letting nobody off. So it's still not his time to leave. So we just sitting there. So the principal come down there and security, they clear all them out. So the principal sent this dude, who my homeboy to this day, sent him down on the bus. We ain't know him at the time. And he runs on the bus. And he goes like, what? So as soon as he get on the bus, we think he with them. So he got on the bus. He said, no, I ain't with them. I live on Park Heights too. And talking about that, and somebody vouched for him. So we're like, all right, cool. We let him be. And the thing is, he was up from a little bit higher about Park Heights than we were. So we didn't commingle with his part. We get on the bus and everything. We think everything good. We go home. We get together the next morning. And then they catch us one by one, or more like four at a time. And they get us all in the office at different times. And they start to suspend people, kick people out. One of my homeboys, they sent his ass back to middle school because he wasn't supposed to be in high school. They said he failed the 8th grade, so they sent his ass back to middle school. A couple of my homeboys, they sent to Walbrook. Me, probably about 5 or 6 of us got to stay in Northwestern. And we were classified as the black and blue jeans gang because we all wore black and blue jeans, which if that was the case, then everybody was in a gang in the school because everybody wore black and blue jeans at that time. So I was told I needed to stay out of trouble. If I didn't stay out of trouble, I was going to end up getting put out of school. Now me, I'm bucking the system. My homeboy like, no, chill, y'all. Don't. This your second school. They probably ain't gonna let you in the third school. So he's like, chill, y'all. He said, I'll take my charge, and he took his shit, and then we got out of there. This fat nigga comes to school the next day. Like, he ain't been to school for a little bit. And I go off on him in class. Like, I ain't even give a fuck. I go off on him in class. I slam his ass in class in front of the teacher. Boom, nigga, you got all my homeboys put out of school. You a bitch ass. And I'm going off on him. The teacher don't even say nothing because the teacher don't like him. This teacher, she don't like him. So she let me trash him in that class. And after we done, she gonna say, y'all done now? So can I teach? So I do that. I'm like, he's like, I ain't got, and To his part, he said, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with that. He said, yo, I took that beating like a man. He said, that was my homeboy. And he said, even though he told him his homeboy, that was my homeboy, the one who approached her on the subway. He said, I wasn't even with them. He said, because I took it like a man. He said, I knew what this was about. He said, but he didn't want to take that. He said, but I ain't got nothing. He said, I ain't got nothing about it. He said, I'm just trying to squash it. He said, I'm tired of fighting every day. So, maybe about a week later, we did end up squashing it because he ended up with a situation with the girl Crystal where she took some of his shit too. So, me and him squashed it. Never was friends, but we were cool. So, after that, the principal, Dr. Schofield, had it out for me my whole time there. Like, he was always on my ass about anything. Like, I could be in the class and he would come to the teacher, does he belong in here? I'm like, damn, like, he was on me. He was harassing me, and my mom was on him. But then he did some slick stuff. He called my father one time, and my father acting like this dude right. Like, pissed me off. I told my mother, I said, man, don't send his ass up there no more. I said, because he wasn't on my side about nothing. I said, he was agreeing with this motherfucker. I said, this, and I told him how this dude was disrespectful. My mom was like, oh no, he ain't ever called. My mother came straight up there and told him, do not call this man for nothing involved with my son. Never called my father again. Then the dude later on that same week, I come to school late because I had a doctor's appointment, note and everything. I'm in the office waiting for a late pass. I'm like, can I go use the bathroom real quick? Now, mind you, I just walk out. I ain't been in the bathroom for 10 seconds. He sent security in there saying I'm smoking in the bathroom. The lady was like, he just walked in the door as y'all walked in the door. The lady said, because when they put me, she's like, you were smoking in the bathroom? I said, ma'am, I just walked out of here. She said, yeah, you ain't been in the bathroom no more than 10 seconds. I said, as soon as I came through the door, they came through the door. I said, so I was walking towards the urinals. She was like, she told the principal, she's like, he ain't do anything. She said, I will vouch for him. So the principal let me go. Having them smelling my fingers, smelling my clothes and everything. They was like, he ain't smoking no cigarettes. Luckily, I wasn't musty and shit like that. And they let me go. After that, he just, like I said, had been messing with me every day at school. Then it trickled down to when he found out my sister got there. He started messing with my sister. Like, he just had it out for me. And, in the end, he got his just due. He thought he was going to get a high-up job in the Baltimore City school system. They got rid of they didn't give it to him, and they fired him. He tried to sue and lost. He got everything he deserved for being a petty dude. But that's my story for today. Y'all have a great day. And remember, follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Melee, SAK211L. And also follow Anchor Gamers on Instagram, Twitch, Melee, Facebook, and YouTube. And go to anchorgaming.com and buy some gaming jersey, buy some merch, buy some belt clips. We got a little bit of everything. And join Anchor Gamers. Y'all have a great day.